I see you, champion. Sit, please.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
마이크
Sit with me,
테스트.
Outlander. I've got something to tell you.
If you need a merchant, here I am.
오랜만에 방송을 켰습니다. 어린이날 잘들 보내셨을까요? 한동안 게임을 못해가지고 이걸 빨리 클리어를 해야 다른 걸 할 텐데 자꾸 신경 쓰여서 다른 게임도 안 하게 되더라고요.
Hello, Aloy.
So, I guess you heard all that below.
그래서 스토리 모드로 호로록 깨고
Yes.
다른 게임을 하려고 합니다.
I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, two heads are better than one, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
So, about Beta. I never really saw the difference between us until now. She's been through so much. Completely alone.
You have both endured many hardships, different in almost every respect, yet equally remarkable. I like to think of you as two miracles, born of Elizabeth Sobek.
3, then. Let's not forget about you, Gaia. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He
그것도
also
맥주가 있었단 말이야?
suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided, water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
아이고.
So our plan to
As you wish. We now know.
which is
Correct. When we get to Gemin, the second.
and then you'll be
Not quite.
how long will that
Because the
and during that the
end.
and then what? Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He
칼로가
appears to be
누구였지?
collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
How's all of us settling in?
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that. When I set out to find a way to bring you back, I never thought we'd be here, like this. Among friends.
They have all come a long way with their improvised educations. Varl has suggested that one day we might extend this model to more tribal inhabitants, once the biosphere has been stabilized.
Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. As long as you're the one running the lessons. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe.
뭐 다른 대화를 해야 되나?
Hey, Gaia.
So
이걸 다 해야 되나 보다. 아닌데?
Did
it though her phone.
that makes if
아,
they
대화가 너무
I
많아.
ran several simulations. In all deactivate the
so Zero Dawn really was the. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
So I, found Thebes. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans, and his ability to use Omega clearance on the terraforming system, I imagine he would have convinced one or more tribes to worship him as their patriarchal deity.
Okay. Yep, glad that didn't happen. Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to provide life support for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
So what will happen to this place while we're at Gemini?
All systems within this facility will continue to operate. As Minerva will no longer be masking this location, the facility will be exposed to detection. Though without my presence, it is unlikely to attract attention.
Let's hope so. Gaia?
Listening. Yeah, though I am glad.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia.
이걸 다 읽어야지
When
넘어가는 거?
constructed, so a sec. No,
아, 제미니로 가자. 이걸 눌러야 되는구나.
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
All right, connections in place. Booting up.
Beta, Aloy. I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right? In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too. Mine as well.
Okay, radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha
Amazon
Prime.
network.
Activating Omega clearance.
가마솥 이름 이상한데?
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime. Activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working. It's got nowhere to go. Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
It's cracked.
Look!
Autonomous defenses. Directive neutralize.
That means machines are on their way. Get ready.
Here they come!
We're spotted.
주요? 어차피 스토리 모드니까. 나도 자꾸 넘어지잖아 얘들아.
Right away from Beta! Stay back!
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled. Deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here.
I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime.
Keep her safe.
On my life.
아 이게 패드가 무거워지는 게 무게를 들면 무거워지는 거구나. 아, 고장난 줄 이제 알았네. 왜 이렇게 잘 눌리는 게. 어디로 가야 되냐? 이런데 야구 열매 꽃이 있다고? 어떻게 올라가나?
I gotta chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
아, 아이템 진짜 많이 나온다.
You don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
어떻게 가야 되지?
To reach the other side.
그러니까 반대편으로 어떻게 가야 되는 거야? 고기 잡을 것도 없는데? 밑으로 내려가야 되나?
Is this easy?
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber.
Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there. It's some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right?
What kind of machine is it trying to build?
I don't know, but I'm gonna shut it down. I bet those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from.
I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
I gotta find where Festus is hiding. Looks like there are a couple of places I could go.
Materials.
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it.
Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor? Connect it to...
Power node. I think that could work.
I think it could. I should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
여기서 매달리면 되는 거야.
Just a little longer. Okay. I'll drive Festus out of here.
There should be a node you can override near the central platform.
Thanks.
어디 있을 텐데.
Extend anti-meeting skeleton. Countermeasures apply. Secondary defenses. Each more colonies at hand.
Oh, great. More machines on the way.
Beta! Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
Engage structural analysis.
아니 위구탄이야? 왜 이렇게 잘 맞아? 아니 하나 어디 있는데?
Attacking checks.
어디 있을까요? 아이고 손님 왜 나오는 거야?
I got them all.
I tapped the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Hephaestus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
led to another chamber.
Well, it better not get comfortable.
또 도망가.
Energy containment failed. Safes overrun.
Great. Hephaestus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Anyway, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right? Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
I gotta find a way past this shield. I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
저길 어떻게 넘어가?
Okay.
아, 저 위로 넘어가야 되는구나. 여기 뒤로 넘어갈 수 있나? 나 일로 온 거 아닌가? 이거를 매달릴 수가 있는 거 뭐야?
Alright. Try Hephaestus out.
There should be another way to front.
Got it.
스토리모드로 하니까 너무 쉬워지긴 한데.
Six measure CX. Give 9 autonomous defenses.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
C Mark 8 and
도망가?
There. Node access restored. Now you can operate it.
Did it work?
You did the heavy lifting.
Extract purge imminent. Retreating to construction.
아니 계속 도망다니네 이 녀석이.
Okay. Festus is running out of places to hide.
Aloy? I just registered a huge energy surge back in the production chamber. Something big is happening.
Here too. Everything's glowing.
The machine Festus was building. It must have finished it.
Powerful. Whatever it is. I'm almost done with the core repairs. Should we come to you? Maybe I could distract the machine.
No. Just stay where you are, okay? Handling the machine's my job.
Okay. Be safe.
Your interference will be terminated. Deploying priority unit S-1.
I should scan it first. Those things on its legs are glowing. I can take out its tail. Stop some of its attacks. Finish charging. Got its tail. And it dropped a heavy weapon. Got plasma on me. It's gonna explode any second. It's done.
You did it! There should be one more note to override.
Good. Stand by. I'm sending Hephaestus back to you.
아니 내가 뭐 불리한 게 없나? 아니 안 되네. 힘을 먹을 게 없구나.
No more hiding, Hephaestus!
Imminent retreat to the city core.
Got it! Hephaestus is back in the core!
Make sure it stays there. I'm heading back.
And then we can start the merge.
Because of you, Beta. I'm glad you came along. And you, Laurel. We couldn't have done any of this without you.
Right back at you, Aloy.
아 엄청 뛰어가는.
Aloy, the bypass is done.
The core is stable. Hephaestus is 100% contained. And we better get started with the merge. It's all set up. Gaia, establish the link, please.
Done.
Okay, to complete the merge, we need to excise Hephaestus' malicious code. Carefully.
아, 그래픽은 멋있다.
Aloy! Look!
Well, hello, redundant copy. You cost us quite a lot of time. Eric, get Beta. And squash that bug while you're there.
Ooh!
Get behind me.
Come on! Quit screwing around.
Now we're having fun, right?
죽이는 건가?
Finally. Tilda, get Gaia and Hephaestus ready for transport. Tilda!
I failed.
Hush. All is not lost.
Tilda! What the hell are you doing? Stop her!
I can't even see her!
뭐지?
Beta. Varl. Where am I?
Ah, you're awake. You took quite a hit when Gerard attacked you. I imagine you must still be in a great deal of pain. I can assure you that we are safe. The others can't detect us here.
You mean the other Zeniths? You must be Tilda.
I wasn't sure if Beta would have told you about me.
Where is she?
Alive. And while she isn't where she wants to be, not in urgent danger. We must discuss how to get her back, of course, after you've shaken off the cobwebs.
When you're ready, take the stairs down the hall and come see me. In the meantime, I'll make breakfast.
Breakfast. Okay.
뭐야? 남자는 죽은 건가? 바르른 죽은 건가요? 다 배웠나? 함정도 잘 안 쓰니 이것도 잘 안 쓰는데 괜히 배웠네. 일단 하나 다 찍었고.
Just a few favorites from my collection. Rescued and stored here just before I went off-world. Take a look, if you like. I'm curious to hear your impressions.
My friend is dead. Beta and Gaia are gone, and you want me to look at old paintings?
Don't be so quick to dismiss the comfort we can find in art, or the insight we might gain. My favorite pairing on the left is Woman Reading a Letter by Vermeer, a true master. And on the right is a forgery, Woman Reading Music, which fooled experts into believing it was a priceless original. Early in my career, I became fascinated with such deceptions. Eventually, I developed scanning software that could detect fakes with unparalleled accuracy.
Is that how you made enough money to buy your way onto the Odyssey?
Oh no. I made my real fortune later. Selene and Endymion. She's the goddess of the moon, whereas he's a simple shepherd. Beside her is the god of love, Cupid.
So she's sneaking up on him?
More like visiting him in secret. The torch that Cupid bears represents Selene's undying infatuation with him. Though the two must remain apart, her love will forever burn. This is Rembrandt painting Jeremiah, a man in mourning.
Mourning what?
His home. The ancient city of Jerusalem. He foresaw its impending doom, but could do nothing to prevent it. So instead, he saved its treasures from destruction, just as I saved these works. You could say we're kindred spirits. A portrait of the painter, Rembrandt's son Titus, depicted in the habit of a monk.
I don't get it. Why would someone like you, with infinite resources, care about this painting of a boy in a hood?
It's not the image itself, but the feeling it conveys. The face is bright and defined, but his eyes are downcast, heavy with misfortune. And the background seems to swallow all light. The painting is infused with a sense of loss.
I guess I understand how the painter feels.
Rembrandt's The Night Watch, by far the most famous painting my homeland ever produced. It was commissioned to honor a militia made up of influential citizens.
I guess you must have been an influential citizen.
In my day. But not as influential as you've been in this new world. The Gust. By Willem van de Velde, the most famous of his many maritime paintings.
A ship crossing into the unknown. I guess you're familiar with that.
Indeed, which is why I appreciate this composition in particular. Though waves and wind threaten to destroy the ship, it perseveres, clinging to the light even as darkness closes in all around it.
본 거 아닌가? 왜 클리어가 안 되지?
She's pulling out her own hair. Madness out of grief? It's hard to watch her suffer. A lot of weight on his shoulders. I don't feel it.
Stunning, isn't it? Paintings weren't the only masterpieces of my people's golden age. This is Van Vianen's Leaded Ewer, molded from a single sheet of silver.
What was it for?
How like Elizabeth you are. Function over form. Its practical purpose was less important than its meaning. Van Vianen created it in honor of his late brother, who himself was a famous silversmith.
A memorial.
Yes. Such beauty from sorrow. Done so soon?
I've got more important things to worry about.
We both do. There is much we are trying to save.
There you are. Feeling better?
How did you find us? At the cauldron? And what did you do to everyone right before I passed out?
All business, I see. Well, suffice it to say we were keeping a very close eye on Hephaestus, knowing we would need it at some point. Your ruse didn't fool us, and as for my little trick, it was an overload of the senses, accompanied by an energy discharge. Gerard and Eric were only momentarily disoriented due to their shields, but it rendered you unconscious while I got you out. Perhaps some breakfast might steady you a bit?
This was your house. The one you recreated for Beta, in the data channel you shared.
How perceptive of you. Please, this way.
After everything your people have done, you think I'm just gonna sit down and have a chat with you?
They're not my people. They never were, and especially not now.
You shot off into space with them, and lived with them for 1,000 years before coming back. So what made you suddenly turn on them?
Quite simply, this.
My old focus. You repaired it? But that means you've seen
incredible things. What you've accomplished in 2 decades of life. A 1,000 years at my back, and I haven't even come close. I'm sorry if I invaded your privacy, but I had to. In order to understand. To be enlightened. You truly are Elizabeth's blood. With her drive, her sense of mission, her integrity. Watching all this shamed me for the company that I've kept. Having seen it, all I want is to help you.
Even if it means stopping your friends?
Especially so. Please, sit down.
Please.
There. That's better. Now, we must recover Beta and Gaia at all costs. By now, you must know that Gerard intends to use Gaia to reboot the Earth's biosphere. Remaking this world to specifications that would only suit us immortals. This process will kill every living thing on the planet. He calls it a clean install.
Not if I stop him first.
Not if we do. And once he and the others are gone, we can work together to fulfill Elizabeth's dream. I'm sure Beta told you that there's a build of the Apollo database on board our ship. A complete collection of human knowledge. With that and Gaia, we could do everything Elizabeth wanted. Heal the biosphere, educate the people of this world, uplift them. Create the world she imagined.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. From what I've seen, your friends are invincible.
I do wish you would stop calling them my friends. And they're not invincible. In fact, a friend of yours has found a way to defeat them.
Silence.
Oh, he's been a busy bee, building an army powerful enough to crash through Gerard's precious base.
Regala and her rebels.
Even now, she's preparing a final march on the Tanakh capital. When she wins, she'll have the entire tribe under her control. Hundreds of warriors and machines to throw at the base. She's been duped. They'll all perish, of course. But it should be enough to break Gerard's defenses and allow Silence to kill him. Along with all the others.
Using the new weapon he's developed.
Yes, he's found a way to circumvent our shields. Truly an exceptional man. He's planned for everything. Except you and me. You see, while his army is battering down Gerard's doors, you and I will sneak in through a back way. One that only I know about. While Silence and my friends are busy battling each other, we'll take back Beta and Gaia. I told you I want to help you. I mean it.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. a difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel, a virtual place where we could speak in peace.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days. But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence. From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time. We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it and the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step, an AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
To care about life, not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues. I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't, but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling. Regala's only interested in killing Hekarro and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hekarro.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to. Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside. Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the Earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were, certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other
아,
Zeniths ever
스토리
found
엄청
out.
기네 진짜.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it. What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement. If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me.
No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise. Okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge.
Then I think it can be done.
I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on?
As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
아니 뭐 할 건지 왜 얘기를 안 들려줘? 스폰가? 스포 방지인가?
All right. I did as you asked. Now I think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And how do you propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister. Will be Silent's only option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait. Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenat. The ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army and they'll receive quite a surprise. So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring Silence to the table.
Not if. When.
뭐지?
Erend, are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay. We'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
여기 뭐 숨겨진 거 없나?
Coated with acid.
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the others in this can't hear us?
Of course not. They don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
뭐야?
Send this to my stash.
몇 분 동안 대화를 들은 거야. 엄청 스토리 길구만. 스토리만 하는데도 엄청 기네. 이거 슬슬 마무리. 왠지 전쟁 끝나면 끝날 것 같기도 하고. 아 뭐야, 바르를 엄청 허무하게 죽었네. 그럼 이 여자애는 어떻게? 둘이 좋아했는데.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
All right, so what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith, Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Ikaro. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important. I figured it'd start snowing soon.
이런 데가 있었나? 이거 아예 올라갈 생각을 안
Over here, Aloy. We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plains Song and... further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, till the sea rises as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy.
뭐야?
I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can. But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
이제 아이씨 말이 안 돼. 이제 날아다니는 거 탈 수 있나 보다. 선임 강제 전환을 제작하기. 그래서 1시간 반을 플레이했네요.
I watered those plants for you.
이거를 다 발견해야 애들을 타고 다닐 수 있구나.
Override installed. Now to find a sunwing. I think there are some roosting at the top of the mountain.
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space slugs down.
나가자마자 날아다니는 애들 있잖아.
Okay, I need to find a sunwing to override. Better head up the mountain. Good. There are sunwings up here. We'll have to approach them quietly. Hitting that with a shock arrow should blow it up. Got it.
그럼 이제 얘가 날라오는 건가? 탈코 노출? 아니네.
This is it. I'm in the air.
Whoa! Head rush. Tilda, I'm in the air.
Then you'll want to pick up an energy cell on one of the ancient Horus Titans. But first you must send out a pulse to activate them. I've sent you the necessary software. To deploy it, you'll have to override one of the communication machines referred to as Tallnecks. There's one in the middle of the desert that should do nicely.
On it.
반대로 해야지 날아가니까 위아래가 반대네.
There's a Tallneck. Need to get on top of its head. Know how to land this thing. Made it. Just got over it. Okay, Tilda. I've overridden the tall neck.
Good. And the energy cells are now primed. Simply pick one up on a Horus. The nearest one should be northwest of your position. Dropping it on Regala's machine should produce quite a spectacle.
Thanks for the assist.
I told you, I want to help.
Whoa! I'm gonna have to get used to that.
아, 날아다니는 거 타니까 재밌다.
Those rebels. Reinforcements needed. Enter the grove. I hope the colonists know I can live out any longer. There's the energy cell. Right on the Titan's back. Got the cell. Now onto the grove. This from Tolmec should have reactivated all the energy cells in the region. I should be able to pick up more from any Horus I fly to. Pretty useful, even after I deal with Regala.
아, 근처에 전지가 더 있다는 거구나. 이게 사진 모드가 되나 지금? 잘 만들었다.
All right, here we go.
It's all over, Chaplain.
I gotta drop it now. Here goes.
It's Aloy!
She flies on the wings of the Ten.
The tide has turned! Push through!
End of the line, Hakon. Now on your knees, and I'll give you the death you didn't have the spine to give me.
They're down! The machines! All of them! They're down!
What? How's that possible?
Regala!
Enough bloodshed! Let's settle this. You and me.
Easy to say when you're atop a machine.
Well, that was just to get your attention. I don't need any help to take you down.
Fine. I accept your challenge. And once I'm done with you, I'll get to finish the slaughter.
We'll see about that.
The duel is set. Let none interfere.
이건 스토리모드라고.
Now you show strength!
Alright, so that's how it's gonna be.
This is where it ends!
Yeah, it is.
to me!
Here I am again, on my knees before bootlicks and cowards. Go ahead, run me through.
Shut your mouth, traitor.
It was you who flew in on the wings of the Ten. You who challenged her by our rights. You must decide her fate. I spared her once. It only made things worse. She was the best of my marshals. What a waste.
She's dangerous, all right. But maybe that's exactly what I need.
Cowards! What more do you have to conspire about?
Whether you live or die. I'm not here to forgive you for your crimes. But there's another battle ahead. Against an enemy more powerful than anything you can imagine. And I need people. A squad. That's willing to do whatever it takes.
I don't want your mercy.
It's not mercy. The battle I'm talking about will be charging into a nightmare.
A better death than this? Yes. My blood is yours. Your enemies are mine.
Meet us at our stronghold, in the mountains near Plainsong.
You mean to send her alone? Without even an armed guard?
She does not need it.
I will be there. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
Chief, there's something you both need to see. In the throne room.
쟤도 동료가 되는 건가?
He surrendered to our guards outside the grove. Claims he has an urgent message for the Outlander who defeated Regala.
So, state it.
It's for her alone. From an interested party.
I'm gonna need some privacy.
Clear the room. Put him with the rest of Regala's soldiers.
I'll see you back at base.
아니 같이 보냈으면 되잖아.
You saved the tribe. Let me help you with your mission.
No. With Regala gone, you have a chance to build the future you dreamed of. So get to your task.
Then at least allow me to give you this. Armor for the battle ahead. May it keep you safe.
have any idea what you've just done?
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you too, Silence.
Congratulations on your victory. You saved the Tanakh for a few weeks. Unfortunately, you've doomed the entire planet as well.
Wrong. I don't need a Tanakh army to defeat the Zeniths.
Oh, Aloy. Have you learned nothing about the enemy we're up against?
More than you, hiding whatever hole you found. My idea is just better than anything you ever came up with.
Go on.
No, not here. We're doing this my way. Face to face, and with the weapon you've developed.
And why would I agree to that?
Because I'm your only way of beating the Zeniths, and getting the copy of Apollo that's on their ship. So meet me at my base. Mountains west of Plainsong. Time to submit to the inevitable silence and follow the person who actually knows what she's doing. Don't be late.
Be late.
Tilda, you there? I did it. Silence is on board, so head to my base.
Impressive. I'll be there as soon as I can.
뭔가 보라색이 많이 생기긴 했네. 아 이거 느낌표 없애는 것도 엄청 귀찮아. 모두 확인 표시 이런 거 있으면 참 편리할 텐데. 파밍하는 건 좋은데 어차피 쓰는 것만 쓰지 않나?
Now that I can fly, I might want to see what else I can do before I head back.
아니 기지 갈 건데. 아 근데 이 비행기가 있어야 톨렉 위에 이런 애들을 올라갈 수 있겠구나. 와 맵 진짜 넓다. 일단 난 스토리 빨리 엔딩 보고 싶으니까. 응? 왜 안 되지? 여기선 이동이 안 되는 건가?
break, Cabin.
So, Aloy, you've added yet another deed to your name, and I'm guessing by the look in your eyes that you're not done yet.
Not quite.
Is there anything we can do? We owe you that much.
After everything you've been through, you're one of the best people to support Hikaru's bid for peace. Not just between the clans, but with the Karja too.
Then I will. You have my word.
And until my last breath, I'll make sure the tribe remembers all that you've done for us.
A vision that no one else could ever see. You could've said whatever you wanted. Well, it's a good thing.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the ring.
Juliet 9, you are weapons free and cleared to engage the war. Good hunting.
We need warriors, not acrobats.
나가서 타야 되나 보다.
The truth of the visions were revealed by this outlander.
Fresh ink. What'd you do?
Aloy, ally of let our blades seek Regala together.
Overriding sun wings. Veda's gift. Now I can take to the skies.
뭐가 없네. 폭발 반죽은 어디서 구하는 거야? 세이브하고. 아니 이거 금방 엔딩 볼 줄 알았는데 오늘은 생각보다 엄청 기네.
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All is here. You know, your focus buddy who never smiles. I didn't know what to do with him, so I had him wait in your room.
Got it. Thanks. Well, Silence. Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No. Right now, I need your help. So I'm giving you one final chance. But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a decidedly short future if you can't get us inside that base.
Aloy, your other guest is here. She's, coming to you.
Thanks. Good timing. The truth is, I can't actually get us into the base. But she can.
The company you keep is even worse than I thought.
Not a fan of surprises, are you? Oh, look. That must be your little invention.
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
Enough, both of you. We're in this together, at least for now. Go talk to Erend. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
되게 자연스럽네, 가방맨.
Oh, no. You first.
뒤에서 쏠려고. 완전 웃기네.
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
I'm gonna clean my gear later. I can do yours.
가이아도 없잖아.
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is... All right, people. I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
쟤는 또 뒤통수 치는 거 아닌가 몰라.
You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But Why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
말해. 이제 끝을 향해 달려가고 있는 거겠죠?
Okay. Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
You know, we've never played Machine Strike together.
Oh. Aloy.
We are. We're finally...
Never thought I'd be out. I can hear. Oh, earlier you mentioned, but I'm just saying.
You in the middle of...
Varlin, That's all right.
I guess I should...
I'll see you at...
I wouldn't...
Just you wait, Varl.
You know,
Right. Oh!
I need to get going.
I'll be at the... May truth... Yes?
You mentioned there...
Yes! I found references to an old word. It's called Leviathan. My people... the legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But... But the data from the greenhouse it's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Look, so the legacy... If we can acquire that data, every year my sister with Leviathan...
Okay.
That's the thing. But one of our... Would you come with me? You're much better.
Of course.
Thank you. I'll go...
And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfill.
I appreciate it.
Aloy.
Fighting the Zenith.
Nothing you... At least...
Thanks.
And it is. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered. Most are in plain song.
We have to find them?
No. So, wandered and
Okay. I'll take care of... I'll need their location.
I'm sending the... My people made sure when you see them, and once again...
We're not gonna... I should go.
Before you...
What is it?
You place this focus in my care. If I should fall in battle, for the both of us.
So...
Make sure you stay up.
Let's just try to...
Did you need something? Bravo. You managed to sway us.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon...
There's always room, but that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my...
Since when were you...
Since you turned this into a waiting game. Modest success.
Okay, so your big plan. Let me see if I got... You learned about the Zenith, then you came up with a plan to defeat them. By using a Tanakh, and to get the Tanakh to fight, or rather the Sons of Prometheus.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing?
So all this time, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day assault the Zenith base, the casualties would be. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice. Thus, I devised a means at the Hades Proving Lab.
Why create this? You didn't need a bunch of Oseram team.
They were a necessary safeguard. The eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting through the Sons of Prometheus. I could execute my plans. All while...
You wanted me to surrender to the Zenith of the Hades.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and more.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was...
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Tell me about the weapon.
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with the Zenith drones? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy. Suffice it to say that the intricacies of how.
Why help Regala take over?
Before Regala's rebellion, battling machines and fostering, even if I gained his ear, he...
So helping a blood...
Yes. All Regala craved was war. She would have led the tribe into which was precise.
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across...
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me. Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in creating a pantheon out of corporate shield.
Yes, well...
Did it now?
So those run-ins, on one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still...
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
You wanted me to surrender.
Based there... No.
Deep? Well, I guess... Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you. I'll let you know when it's time. And I don't need the two of you, but...
Yeah. I wonder if you understand... For someone to live as long as well...
Yeah,
Survival is only a necessity. I'd hoped you'd recognize...
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling.
Remember, we need to get Silence weapon to the Zenith base intact if we want to take their shields down.
I'll be gentle. I promise.
There you are. Well done, Aloy. You're truly a
I've been thinking about what you said. It was more than that, wasn't it?
perceptive as ever.
Okay, so...
I was an orphan. By my 30s, I was... Then I met Liz. Says we'd have... I thought it was just shop, but... Soon we were flying halfway. For the first time, I think Liz felt this. She had lost her mother, but as time passed, its end.
So helping me?
A second chance. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz... So when I saw you, beyond even, I knew I had to help you.
You said before that you're not, that you never were.
Out of necessity. Both when Earth was consumed and I did what I had to try to hence the data channel with Beta. And the little trick.
Why did you make the data channel look...
I built that house as a safe place, not just for cultural artifacts of... Truly.
And you wanted Beta to...
Yes. I thought if she could, it would bring a heritage data beam. I'm sorry. She needed...
Why do you think Elizabeth...
I've wondered that for 1,000 years. She was brilliant. She cared so deeply. But it also felt like she kept she never wanted to share her. I think... Sometimes I wonder if anyone really...
I found a recording of you after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes.
She... said something. After the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she? All this time. Thank you for telling me. I've always hated that those were and that her last impression of not who I...
What else can we expect?
As I mentioned in the brief, that's where Beta... They're also the natural resources.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to a small army of them. In addition, they've also been fair. After hundreds of comforts, the ship was barely... Disaster can strike.
Have you figured out how...
No, and I'll admit it bothers me. I am confident it will deactivate the other...
How many of them are in the base?
10, including only a handful of us made it to our...
So, Eric...
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder, abandoned. He found there were also room, all for the thrill. But on Sirius, in them he could go, though I suspect...
What can you tell me about?
He was the head of the world's, and as such, it made him one of the and certainly.
What does one person
buy more? Gerard's always been able to maintain, but beneath that exterior, it was his decision. The Avatar. While
we'll deal with.
I would.
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I think he was as
Stanley. When we established our colony, he built lights, shows, gambling. And while others cloistered, he flung his doors wide.
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing.
No, he perished. He would have been thrilled to discover that.
When Beta escaped, I saw another one of the Z. Who was she?
A dull star amidst, unlike most of Farzine, amassed their wealth through shrewd business. Verbena inherited. Her father had achieved great success in the. At age 24, she became the world's branding herself a life designer. Someone who leverages their fame.
What? Like a.
In a way, yes.
Well,
she was her own brand of ruthless. But even rats can clean.
Okay, so
An array of the wealthiest people on.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few. Annika Murjani, for instance. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and I had our immortality. But then there were others like his only real. When I think about all of us, we really should have.
Okay.
I'll be here, and thank you, Abe. My path more than I see.
Maybe we can make it.
We will.
Hey, Erend.
Yeah?
I was
Looks like there's still holdouts in that rebel camp.
Haven't seen you since the
I saw you, I would say.
Thank you.
It is I. All that remains.
We're lucky to have.
Oh, I was hoping we could discuss if you.
I'll see you.
It will be.
말 굴지 않았나? 누가 남았나?
I keep thinking he's just gonna be standing there.
문제 없잖아. 근데 왜 안 사라져? 그냥 가야겠다.
A rush of air.
아, 이거 안 쓰고 그냥 저기서도 갔어도 되잖아.
look into it when I can. There. Rendezvous point. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
바로 이제 엔딩인 것 같구나.
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy. We're on our way.
Aloy,
Where are the others?
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
Are we all here? Then let's begin.
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
I wish there was a less pungent way to get way inside the base.
Agreed.
There's the launch tower. That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important. Erend, you're with me. You guys, take the high ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
There's a sensor node nearby. If If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to beta. Audio only.
Aloy.
We're here. And we're coming for you. You know what to do, right?
As long as you hold up your end.
We will. See you soon.
Be careful.
Let's go.
Get to the launch tower as quickly as possible. I'll do my best to conceal our intrusion.
Beware, Aloy. Spectres ahead.
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Shock ammo's not much use against that.
Hit the weak spot. Oh, I heard that crunch from here. Bottoms up. It's down. Hey, look, you need this. Now we're talking. Hit it while it's frozen. I think we got it.
I think you're right.
I think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
이거 다 안 먹어도 되겠지. 그냥 가야겠다. 어떻게 올라가는 거야?
What's in this backpack, metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
못 올라가나?
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
I wish I had a glider. I guess I'll find another way across.
dead machines on this island.
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
What,
You
me?
need some ammo?
Aloy's under attack! Cover her!
Firing!
Better than any Oseram.
Mine. Tired yet?
Yep. Yeah! Clear those weeds. Yeesh. Now, these plants are weird.
We're through.
These specters are good sports!
We can take this one, Aloy! Keep moving!
Pick it up. Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I'll find a way back up.
You down there?
I'm okay. I'll climb back up.
아니 왜 떨어진 거지?
That Stormbird carcass should get us over the gap.
I hate stormbirds. But I guess, yeah, dead one's handy enough.
얘는 등에
You remember
무거운
the
걸
good
메고
old days when
뛰어오네.
our only worry was whether Meridian would be destroyed? You know, instead of the whole world?
Oh yeah. Good times.
I'm here.
아니 이거 난이도를 높임으로 하면 진짜 어렵겠다. 아씨 낀 줄 알았네 깜짝이야.
of them.
Let's go on.
Let's push on.
이거 그냥 비행기 타고 날아가도 되나?
Here, up this rock.
아, 쟤 때문에 안 되는 건가?
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
I'll try not to complain.
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
Go as fast as we can. You all right?
Sort of.
아, 이렇게 빨리빨리 안 가죠?
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
We only want to fight at once, that's for sure.
That's the quick way to take it down.
Got it.
Come on, up the slab.
Aloy, Alva and I are in position.
Do it. Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
Alpha and Catalo did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will. She just needs a little time.
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
What is that?
Our army.
I think you got their attention.
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
Which is faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
And now we can crank out machines to its heart's content. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the Cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps, with the Apollo database.
Grab it if you need it.
Aloy, in case we don't make it, I just have one regret.
What is it?
That we had to do all this climbing.
That a big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
Guess not all the Spectres are fighting our machines.
Ah, because that'd have made it nice and easy. Zoe and Paul will fight another Spectre.
I think they can handle it.
Use acid. Corrode.
Steady.
Big jump. To the right, I think.
And now to the left.
You can get to the launch tower through the hangar up ahead. I'm heading over to join you now.
The hangar's in bad shape, but I can see the way in. Hurry, Aloy!
Another one?
By the blood of the Ten!
Good work, everyone. Let's go.
계단이 있었네.
Whoa. Look at all this scenic space stuff.
Come on, let's go!
This way, demon! Ah! This is the death I was promised. Go!
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. That was her fault.
Oblivion draws no such distinctions.
Aloy, it's been intense, but Cthulhu got me to a network node. I'm trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the tower.
Ah, now we know who's been causing all the fuss. Tilda's little pet.
Silence! Zenith inbound. Can we drop their shields, please?
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
This is pointless! You can't hurt us. Face it, you're worms that ooze through the cracks into our basement.
Silence?
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
No? Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light 'em up! Are we supposed to be scared?
It won't take long before he preps the shuttle for launch. Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I fail to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
Get to the top and secure Gaia. I'll stop Gerard.
연출 미쳤네 진짜.
I gotta get to the top of the tower and free Beta.
Aloy, we're... Time machine filth! Apologies for that. We're okay. As long as Alva hurries.
I'm almost into the network!
Just do the best you can. Okay, an elevator. Promising.
Huh? 보호막도 없으면서.
We got some unfinished business, little girl.
I don't need a shield to take you out.
Trust me, you're gonna wish you had one. Found that, didn't ya? Take that! Whoa. I can't let him catch me. I'm taking you down! Give it a rest first till I get my stamina back.
You don't know what the heart...
I'm there. I'm on my way to help. Just need to find my way in there.
Shield, are ya? Oh, don't like that, do ya?
I almost forgot what it was like to hurt.
Now we're having fun, right?
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're all right.
멀리선 안 되네.
Looks like the machines and specters have almost wiped each other out. What was that?
Aloy, Gerard just activated the self-destruct failsafe on the printing matrix. He's taking control of a number of systems.
Including the lift?
I'm afraid so. He's restricted its access to the top. You'll have to climb from there. I have to go. I almost have.
I gotta get closer. Is everyone all right down there?
Mostly. We're cleaning up the last few specters.
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Zoe told me you got Eric. Good work.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess only Tilda and Gerard are left then.
Aloy, you there? Listen, I got into the network, but only for a minute before I was shut out. I found a bunch of flight plans and trajectories, as if the Zeniths were planning to leave Earth.
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
Alva? Alva! What's going on here? Maybe Beta can help me figure it out. If she's okay.
뭔가 떡밥이 있구만. 뭐죠? 터지나? 어떻게 올라가지? 아니 이걸 수동으로밖에 못하나? 이거 더 땡기고 싶은데. 뭐 이렇게 갈 수도 있네. 더 못 가나? 아, 초점거리를 이렇게 말고 좀 맞출 수 있었으면 좋았을 텐데.
I'm almost there.
여기도 길이 있었구나.
I'm coming, Beta. This is it. End of the line.
깜짝이야. 그냥 떨어진 줄 알았네.
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there. Systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here. There's something in deep space. It's following the Zeniths to Earth. Look. Escape vectors. Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical. Aloy, I don't think a natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did. Earth isn't a new home for them. It's a way station. They're on the run.
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying. Nemesis, what is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence. A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
And it destroyed your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand. And when that failed, it launched from Sirius to finish the job itself. Which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now. Earth is finished, Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home. But Elizabeth's dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together. Where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
I loved Elizabeth. More than you could ever know. And I'd let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me. It may seem harsh now, but you'll forgive me in a few centuries.
You can't force me, Tilda. Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
Take cover! Get to the door!
Submit, Aloy. You can't win.
No!
I've heard that before.
I knew you didn't truly want to hurt me.
I better scan that thing first.
Cross it over!
I gotta get through all that armor before I can do some damage.
아니 뭐 어딜 때려야 되는 거야?
I have you.
불렀잖아요.
This Spectre was designed to survive against more than that. Don't make me hurt you!
Ha! Those gold plates are vulnerable.
황금판이 어디야? 어디야? 진짜 그지 같네 진짜.
Full power!
Ah! You're not taking me, Tilda! Well, that did something.
땅을 찍는 게 아니라 튀어나오는 거구나.
You cannot win! Blast off!
Armor's up!
Soon we will be all that
아니
is
왜
left
맞는
of the human
거야?
race!
이럴 수가 없네.
It's using those gold plates to power its attacks. A few more hits.
I am the only way you get to live, Aloy!
It's quick!
It's over. Why couldn't you just let me choose?
뒤졌나?
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
So you've known all along.
From Hades, yes. Along with data on how to circumvent the Zenith shields. Everything I did to create the Rebel Army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans,
나쁜
but
놈이
brought your own to
아니었구나.
fruition. The end result is the same. We're here. And now it's time for me to leave this doomed planet behind. To seize the Odyssey and the Apollo database, and begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire. You've more than earned your place. Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off? And abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
Perhaps Tilda didn't adequately define the threat. Nemesis can't be stopped. It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have? If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
Found her.
Is she hurt?
Still on her feet.
Thank the Ten.
Goodbye, Silence.
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
아니 나오려나?
Aloy. You did it.
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
You're staying.
For a time. You people are going to need all of the help you can get.
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth. Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world. It's about preserving the one we have. My friends have a new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight any battle. The ingenuity to solve any problem. Courage to overcome any obstacle. And the resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid. What lies ahead will be harder than anything we've faced before. But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm not alone.
아, 이렇게 그냥 끝인 거야?
With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanakh, they're safe. The future's up to them now. I do wish they'd drop all the honorary names they've given me. But if I've learned anything about them, that is not a battle I am going to win. Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one, but Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed, he refused to let me push him away.